Hello and welcome back to Against the Storm Overexplained. Today is a very special video because it is going to be our first time venturing into impossible difficulty. So we are moving towards these question marks right here. So I'm going to take 2 steps into this Royal Woodlands here. And as you can see, on impossible difficulty, we get 72 stockpiles and 175 experience, as opposed to 60 and 140. Now, the other main thing that going up to impossible difficulty does is it makes the hostility multiplier absolutely massive. You see the hostility multiplier is ×3 instead of ×2, was it? On very hard? Yeah, it was ×2, and the maximum hostility was 16. So on impossible, the hostility multiplier gets so big so fast that it's very easy to end up losing resolve really quickly and having to abandon a settlement. Trust me, I know. So, we're going to go ahead and grab the one that has the beavers and the humans and the bonus people. We're going to name this Impossible Town. And we're going to pick up with us some wood, some stone, and we'll go with eggs. We will still get bonus wood from trees, as we always do in the Royal Woodlands. Let's get started. Alright, let's look at our effects. So we get 30 insects for each discovered glade. That's nice. Looming Darkness, as always, -4 to global resolve. Again, this hostility will jump up very quickly, so we have to be careful. At 1, we get Creeping Shadows. Discovering a glade during the storm will decrease global resolve, so we definitely don't want to do that. And then Muddy Ground means that off-road speed is decreased by 30%, and that can't be mitigated through any sort of in-game mechanic. So let's see what we've got here. We've got a bunch of non-hostile glades. We've got 2 hostile glades right next to each other, which is really nice. We've got a dangerous glade out here, and a bunch of normal glades out here. Now, I kind of talked about this a little bit in the last video, but I'm going to talk about it again right now. Once you hit the impossible level or higher, these normal glades are kind of traps. You don't want to get into them if you don't have to, because they tend to have way less resources than the dangerous ones, and are still worth half the hostility. So my first several times trying to play this game on impossible were very frustrating for me, because I kept doing my usual thing of cutting into all of the glades, and my hostility grew so quickly that I was unable to mitigate it, and I would end up losing because all of my resolve would go away thanks to Looming Darkness. Next up, we'll go ahead and place our shelters as usual. Extend this path a little bit, and we'll set up some of our early industry. Crude workstation, makeshift post. Finally, we're going to drop our trading post down immediately. And actually, let's go ahead and do the decorations as well. We're going to make pipes this time. There we go. I think that's about right. Let's get started. I think we are going to go ahead and make a second woodcutter camp right here. Use it to start cutting towards this other dangerous glade, but not quite in. Not quite in. First cornerstone. plus 1 human resolve for every 75 incense. 5 plant, anything that's like per minute resources at the very beginning of the game is excellent, so I'm going to take that. First orders. See? 2 glades. We're at the very least going to cut into 2 glades easily. Hopefully at least one of them will have some sort of ruins to salvage. 5 simple tools or 5 packs of building materials. I don't really have the means to make simple tools, so I guess we're going to go with the building materials. Are we going to go for selling today? Let's find out. Let's wait until the trading post is built. The problem is I still only have 2 other settlements that I can trade with. The one I made in the last video, and of course the capital. Yeah. No, I don't think trading is going to be the way to go. We'll go ahead and go with funding the expedition in the hopes that we can somehow pick up some simple tools before too long. Okay, what have we here? We've got a very large amount of fertile soil, which is nice. We've got a cache. We've got 2 large deposits of clay. We've got a bunch of mushrooms, and we've got a living matter, which will eat our food until we get rid of it. It'll give us some oil and some crystallized dew. So this is what I mean. Check this out. I have a dangerous glade giving 30, yes, 30 hostility, but I got so many resources out of this that it's absolutely worth it. We also have a tincture here, which produces pigment, wine, and ale, great for a late game. We definitely need to take this out first and foremost. But I think now is a good time for us to take a look at our buildings. We are getting fabric, or we are getting, not fabric, we're getting fiber every minute, so the weaver is definitely a good first start. If simple tools are what we're going for, the grove could help us get there because crystallized dew is a necessary ingredient. On the other hand, roots and herbs make for a solid food supply. Either way, we'd be utilizing this fertile soil. Resin is also really useful. I'm going to go ahead and go with the grove this time. And the clothier, yes, because now we will be able to produce coats right away. I generally recommend, if you can, go for the weaver-clothier combo right away, because it's one of the very fastest combos to get you some bonus resolve, and that'll get me bonus resolve both for humans and for beavers. Now, it'll be a little while before I can actually make those buildings, but that's okay. I should also start with these farm fields. I figure the grove will go right in this spot here. So we're gonna focus really hard on that spot. Doing great there. We'll need a stonecutter camp out here before too long. And once we rebuild or salvage this, we'll just need one more glade and we'll be done with Lost in the Woods. No, still need one more. Cut that tree down specifically. Thank you. And now we want to clear out this path so that I can actually get a pathway out here. Okay. Now, we need to really get started sort of producing stuff. We were able to do it pretty quick because we got some early wood and early fiber. We also have stone to start with, which was a good choice on my part. So we're going to go ahead and start spamming out the basic tier 2 building blocks. We have one person currently without a job. So they're going to be making pathways. And in fact, I do believe, yes, this early in the game, we are placing our first makeshift hearth out here in the middle of all these other glades. Looks like that is gone now, so I can go ahead and place the grove. Get the path out there. But I do need planks for it. Making planks right now. Okay, so I'm going to set you at priority 5. And as soon as you're done with those planks, I'm forcing the delivery. Boom, planks done. Planks in there. Give me those planks. And with this at priority 5, hopefully it should be the first thing to get built. There we go. Just in time for planting season. Now the grove is a little bit different. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a beaver structure. So instead of putting humans in there, I'm going to be putting beavers in there. Traders have one more cornerstone, but trade routes cost is increased by 1. I don't plan on doing trade routes, so this might be a good plan. Exploring expedition. You took some of the best explorers from the smoldering city with you. Gain a constant -5 to resolve, but plus 15 to resolve for 15 minutes every time a new glade is discovered. Now this, my friends, is usually, at least up to impossible level, my absolute GOAT cornerstone. I'm going to pick it, and we're going to see if this can still work in an impossible level game. So the name of the game now is get into a bunch of glades so that I can boost my resolve all the way through the stratosphere. And we're going to start with this dangerous glade right here. We're also going to put a beaver and a beaver in there. Minute and a half for Zorg. We should probably, if we're going to be making bricks, get a couple of things out here. We need a storage. Well, decision time. Am I going to be rebuilding this? Yes, I am. Okay, so we're going to put a storage, like right here. And we're going to put a stonecutter camp out here. And we are going to go ahead and cut into this dangerous glade. That gives me 2 glades done. I just need 1 ruins dealt with. Fertile soil, abandoned cache, a bunch of meat. I do have the oil to deal with this problem. It will give plus 300 points of hostility, but you'll notice because I just cut into a new glade, my global resolve is doing just fine. Thank you very much. So we can either decrease hostility or pick up some scrolls and some mushrooms. I'm going to convert it. We're going to avoid opening glades, and I'm just going to let them cut around to open that area up. Now, what I really need is a building that will let me make simple tools. That's my next big hope. All right, now to give us a little bit of a boost to start off, if you can't make your own planks, store-bought is fine. I'm just going to buy a few of each of these for a little bit of resin and a couple of parts. Oops. That way I can start to make some of my buildings a little bit more quickly. In particular, the Weaver, which needs 8 planks. Yikes. There we go. Let's get this shit done. New orders. Cut through to discover 2 dangerous glades. That's definitely happening. 65 grain, or I can sacrifice 40, 40, and 80. We're going to go with this, although I don't know that I have the things to sacrifice. I'm going to put someone into rebuilding this. Now that the Weaver is coming active, I can cancel that fabric, cancel this fabric, because we're going to be making it out of here from now on. Alright, now, I'm doing fine on wood, so I will go ahead and drop 1 woodcutter. And we will drop 1 of the people in the crude workstation so that we can continue to build our stuff. We'll make that go faster. $30 seconds. Nice, and that's Lost in the Woods done. So we'll get steel pickaxes, some simple tools, some roots. And because we got the simple tools, we also managed to deliver funding the expedition. Not a bad little chain of events there, if I do say so myself. I'm definitely picking up the trapper camp. But the smithy. Okay, so I have meat available, so the trapper camp would help me get it. But I also have crystallized dew coming in right now, which I can make into simple tools right now. So it's got to be the smithy. I don't really like any of these options. We're going to reroll. Oh, good. We got the trapper camp back. Excellent. Fantastic. We're dropping that right now. As usual, when we have a new place, we also want to drop a hearth if we can. Looks like we can. Right there. We've got a source of fiber, which is really nice. We'll move you over here. Yeah, I think we'll make a path out here. Storage. You know, all the usual stuff. Resolve is low for my beavers. Why? Oh, because the hostility is so high. Okay, that makes sense. How long we still have on this thing? Never mind, it's done. Okay, good, good, good. And this is now giving us a minus 50 hostility. This new makeshift hearth should also lower our hostility quite a bit. Boom, there it goes. Okay, we're not going to make anything of the tincture yet, but it's good to know we've got the option. The big thing is the smithy, which we need to get down right now. We'll set it out here next to our secondary. Though now I'm going to keep looking at it and it's going to have an exclamation point on it, at least until I get this done. Setting you up high priority. We've got plenty of bricks, still need planks. Actually, we got plenty of bricks, so not a whole lot of need for that. Beaver's resolve is sitting at 0. I'll drop the hostility to 0 by sacrificing 2 wood, or 40 wood per minute, that is. Which is good, because I needed that for the sacrificing order anyway. Now, I don't want to waste too much. We found out in the last video that burning up all your fuel is not generally a good plan. So now I can stop sacrificing, and it's okay, because by the time they get down there, the storm will be over. Cornerstone. Let's see. Minus 50 hostility for every hub upgraded to neighborhood. I'm going to go with that because I do try to make a habit of keeping my hubs upgraded. Simple tools or a bunch of food. Oh, because it's the only lizard here. However, I know how to make that lizard very happy. We're going to go into the Ancient Hearth. We're going to fire this human. We're going to put in this lizard. It's going to make them happy. It's going to boost everybody else's resolve as well. Okay, so how do we utilize everybody? What are we making? We are currently making a whole lot of this crystallized dew here. We're making bricks. Got to get this smithy done. I'm actually going to hold off on this bit of fertile ground here until I get another kind of building. Because I don't think I need another grove. I think one is going to be sufficient. Smithy is finished. We're going to drop a couple of beavers in there, and we are going to start producing simple tools. We will not be producing coats because I believe we have a clothier right here that can do so more efficiently.
Yeah.
So we'll start producing clothing as well. That should help all of our resolve all around. Pigment or ale will definitely be useful at some point. But not just now. I do need to keep these upgraded, which means I need some homes. Not a lot of space to work with. So we're going to start sort of clearing out this area. In the meantime, how are you doing? You also need some decorations. And one more home at least. Now, I could make packs of crops, or I'm sorry, packs of building materials. And in fact, I am making fabric quickly enough that I think that's probably a good plan.
Rita.
Yeah. We'll set the limit to 5. That should be no problem. Now you'll notice that I'm not rushing to cut into any more glades. I will soon, but I want to stabilize where I'm at first. Ten trade routes or provisions and crops. Clothes or 3 dangerous events. Well, we're definitely going to be making a lot of clothes, so we'll go ahead and do that. We're already at 7. Now, I'm a little bit worried about resolve here. So we're going to make sure that we get shelter for everybody. When I get rid of this, I'll eventually put the other 2 down there and make a little path. Just like so. Hey, Sahilda, I don't really have anything to give you. And nothing you have is particularly interesting to me. See you later, Sahilda. Okay. We'll also get our first decorations going back here. Ooh, Forbidden Glade. Love me some Forbidden Glades. Okay, packs of building materials are done, so we're going to go ahead and get whoever's in the post out of the post. Get some bricks, get some tools. And we're going to go ahead and break into... I was going to say we're going to break into a new glade, but we're going to do that like right as soon as the storm is over. So for now, in fact, as we come up on the storm, we're going to go ahead and get rid of our woodmakers, or woodcutters, but first... I can already make pigment. If I could find a source of flour, this would be great. Being able to make crystallized dew is not necessary, but making bricks more efficiently is always nice. I think I'm going to go with the bakery in the hopes that at some point I will be able to make things like pies. Now you'll notice that we've got a lot of projects waiting for workers. They're about to get them in just a few moments. Okay, now, as you can see, my 4 woodcutters are giving me 96 hostility. So I'm going to go ahead and just boom, boom. That brings me down to 1. And then boom, boom. I guess I can still hold on to a couple. I think this will probably be our next glade. Lizard resolve is low. I'm not too worried, though. Now, last time I was low on fuel, it was because I was making things out of wood. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my recipes panel. I'm going to click on ingredient. I'm going to click on wood. And as you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3 places that are making something out of wood. So I'm going to stop the crude workstation from making planks. I'm going to stop the bakery from making pottery. And I'm going to switch this up to planks instead of wood. I have 8 simple tools, so that's nice. That should take care of my fuel problems. And I can, it looks like, add a few more woodcutters without my hostility going back up to 2. Lizard resolve is still low, but I think I won't lose one because I think we're close enough to the end of the storm that it's not an issue. Fantastic. We are immediately cutting in here because it's going to help our resolve. Reinforced axes make cutting faster. I think that's what we're going to go with. More people. We've got coats, although we should be making a bunch of coats. So fabric and stone are the way to go, I think. Now, again, you are avoiding opening glades. That's good. We're going to move you nice and close to, let's see, all normal glades, not super duper interested. Ah, yes. We're going to move you up here. You're going to start cutting your way towards that forbidden glade. Yes. Lizards still aren't doing particularly well at the moment. But again, once I get into that glade, it won't be an issue. Boom. Plus 15 to all resolve. We got a destroyed caravan that's going to give us minus 8 resolve. Very nice. This is why this cornerstone is so good. Because that plus 15 resolve completely offsets the downside of working on this particular caravan.
Foresee.
Now, do we need tablets for anything? No. Pigment, herbs. Woodcutters carry more? Okay, I guess I'm going to keep those. And a workshop, which does planks, fabric, and bricks. We'll rebuild that. Okay. Let's see if we can get into this dangerous glade. Actually, it's a little bit far away. And I want to get in, like, right now. Because I want to get into another glade more or less as quickly as possible. I have a bunch of people that need homes, so let's do that. There we go. Doing good on simple tools as well. Destroyed caravan, 3 minutes left. We need some builders. We're going to empty out our crude workstation, get to building. Although, we'll go ahead and send that along to the Citadel. Let's see, where am I cutting into next? Yeah, that's definitely my next target, but I'm going to wait it out. Grain would be nice. That one's being worked on. Over here, bigger barrels, eggs, reeds. Clothing is hovering around the right area. I think what we need is a second clothier. Solve the glade event. We need a service building to go any further. Six more glades? And 10 simple tools? Let's do it. Which means I do need to start cutting into glades more. But food is also an issue. When's the trader coming back? Almost here. Still building things. I don't really want to get everyone down. Okay, now that I'm this low on food, notice that the resolve is dropping massively. And that's partially because I imagine the 5 minutes just ran out. So we need to get into another grove right now. Now, this is one of the few times I am actually going to try to cut into a non-dangerous grove because we are, or glade, because we are about to tick over into the storm. So we're going to go look for a nice quick cut. That's probably the way to go. Because this is going to make the storm pretty rough. Oh, and I can't discover the glade during the storm. That's unfortunate. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a rough... This is going to be a bit of a rough storm, friends. Unless Farliff can save us. There's nothing in here that looks like food. But we do have something to burn. So at the very least, my fire won't go out. Advanced smithing. Definitely grabbing that. We'll drop these ancient tablets and pick up some sea marrow. And we still need to get some food going. Well, how are we doing on meat here? We only have one person in there, so let's get a second person in there to grab more meat. Low resolve all around. And corruption is coming up pretty badly. That's manageable. Got clothing fulfilled, so we've got about a minute left on that. Alright, clothing is done, so we'll go ahead and get our fabric, our tanning racks, our sewing technique. Which means we should be able to take one of these folks off of the clothier. We do have meat coming in, so jerky might be a good idea. Path out here. New cornerstone. Now peasant supplies might be a good plan. Though, Firekeeper's armor is also nice because I have not really been doing a whole lot about the corruption. And I don't want people to die, so I'm going to actually go with Firekeeper's armor. We'll bring in more amber. And also, more people means more houses needed. There we go. How are you doing on your decorations? You need more people. Excellent. How are you doing? You still need a service building. Great. You also need 5 more people. So we'll go 2, 4, 6. There we go. Plenty of shelter. Lizard Resolve still isn't doing great. Let's put them to work. Still going down to 0. Though I think once none of them are homeless, there, it gets back up to positive. Excellent. Okay, let's get into this Forbidden Glade, see what's in there. Ooh, we've got a hungry mistworm. Look at that bitey boy. We've got a ton of eggs, so our food woes will be more or less dealt with. We've got a kiln, which we're actually going to strip for skewers. We've got sea marrow, and we've got lots and lots of space for harvesting. Great. First things first. Insects, stone, infused tools. That solves my food issue for a little while. Do I have a way of making scrolls? I do through the clothier, but I don't have pigment. Do I have a way of making pigment? I do through the tinctury, and I need bugs. Okay. So we will start making pigment at the tinctury. And then we can make scrolls at the clothier. Yeah, using pigment.
Foresee.
Okay. And then we can drop a temple. Near our main base. Potentially. Not a lot of room at the moment. I can move this shelter because I haven't built it yet. We'll set it up right there. And I think that gives me a spot. I might have to remove one of these eggs, though. Yes, I will. We are low on planks, unfortunately, which seems to be holding us up in a lot of places. Because wood is still kind of an issue. Oh, the workshop's making him. But there's no one in the workshop. There we go. Get a path out there. And hey, I bet there is space for a makeshift hearth somewhere. No, a little bit too close. I've got plenty of simple tools. So we need to think about what to do here. Bonus ale production, eggs, and reeds. I think I'm going to send it to the Citadel instead. I've got 35, so I should be able to do both of these. There we go. And again, because we just went into a glade, we got that massive bonus, and our lizards are even giving us some reputation here. We definitely do need a storage out here, though. And a path going out there. Last part, so I have to be careful about that. Good, good. We've got some pretty high resolve. We are low on food again, but I'm not too worried. Take you out of there. We've got plenty of simple tools. I am out of insects. That is incredibly unfortunate. Okay, well, we can still manage this. We're gonna get Zorg here right away, see if he can help us out. Alright, Zorg, what can you get me? This thing needs insects, meat. I actually have the training gear now. Okay, never mind. We don't need Zorg. We can do it ourselves. I think I'm going to keep the goods. I was going to send this off to the Citadel, but 3 tablets will buy us a lot of stuff, and we do need food. But while Zorg is here, is there anything else I need? 3 incense for every 10 roots. Cookhouse makes skewers and biscuits. I could just buy biscuits. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. Let's see how much 15 amber will buy me. 35 biscuits. And we will go ahead and pick up however much meat 10 will buy me. 29. Because I do still want to be making jerky, but now that I'm out of insects, I'm going to make it out of meat instead. Gotta make it out of wood, so I still have to worry a little bit about my fuel situation. That said, there is a source of sea marrow up here which I can use if my fuel situation gets really bad again. Vegetables, grain, and insects. Let's see. The smelter. We are not making copper this time. We definitely could use oil. We definitely could use wine. Doesn't look like we're manufacturing anything that can be made into wine or pickles, though. Whereas oil can be made with plant fiber. I think the press is the way to go. It's also long since time that we made ourselves a blight post. In fact, it may be too late, especially since I only have one part right now. But our food situation's looking pretty okay. I like the fact that we're bringing the training gear, which basically means that we're stabbing it a lot, right? Like that's how this works. We are going to need to cut into another glade pretty soon. That 5 minutes is going to wear off at some point, if it hasn't already. So in fact, let's go ahead and start cutting into this little glade. I know I said I don't like cutting into little glades, and I don't, but it is worth 15 resolve to me. I am going to avoid opening it right now, though, because it's going to take longer than I would hope to get in there. You don't need to be making fabric, but making bricks is fine. Okay. And with the storm coming up, we need to do our usual thing. We're going to fire some woodcutters. That seems to be sufficient to keep us all in the positive. I am going to move towards this glade here, but not into it. I have 11 humans now. I suppose I could get to 20. Okay, now, fuel situation is not great. So, you, down, down. See if we can get this down to 1. Still not amazing. Hunger is also a problem. Yeah. Probably going to lose some folks during this winter. But we'll see. It's going down nice and slow. About to be out of food and fuel. We're coming up on the end. It looks like we're going to lose one beaver. But the drizzle returns. Every 2 solved dangerous events lower hostility. Yes, please. That brings us all the way back down to 1. That should help us out with our resolve issues. That'll get us some food. Farlif is on his way once again, 7 minutes from now. And we need to start populating our woodcutter camps again. Okay. This cutting into this glade should solve our resolve problems right now. Oh, but we do want to make sure we have both of our woodcutter camps actually producing. I am once again going to go into my recipes. I'm going to search by ingredient. I'm going to go to wood. I'm going to take away anything that is actively utilizing wood. So the workshop is no longer producing planks. The smokehouse is no longer producing jerky. Anything that's got wood in it, I am removing. Now, where's that glade I'm cutting into? Right here. Okay, now you may have seen that my resolve just jumped up and down all over the place. I am now just making sure to gather as much wood as possible. But I am going to move it like right here in the middle of everything, because I want it to clear right up to these 2 clearings. And I should be okay on fuel for the time being. Lizards are providing me with some bonus reputation. Once again, I have to love that absolutely wonderful cornerstone, which is giving us that 15 bonus resolve. This stonecutter camp will start gathering us more fuel. We don't have any parts, so I can't make a camp out here, unfortunately. You're on avoid opening glades as well. Very good. Now we should have the ability to start making crystallized dew again. It does take wood, which is a problem, because we don't have any planks currently. Where is the trader? 2.5 minutes. Okay, so before the storm, it's fine. That said, I think I'm going to get into this one just before the storm starts to make absolutely sure that I've got that bonus resolve. Now that we've got Sea Marrow coming in, we might be able to get away with starting to use wood just to make simple tools again.
Oh, hey. Oh, hey.
I think that'll be fine. Just checking for places to go. There we go. Food's still an issue. I'm hoping Farlif will have some. Planks are still a necessity as well, so we'll have to buy some of those as well if he has any. Not that we necessarily have a lot to trade in the first place. Okay, so we're coming up on the end of this. We are going to go ahead and open the glade. We're going to check out Farlif. Farlif, you've got parts, which is necessary. I've got these 3 tablets. Let's talk parts. 5 parts and 7 coal. Nice. Okay, now before I get started again, what else do I need? I definitely need planks. It's what's stalling me the most right now. So 31 planks for 10 amber. And then food is a necessity, but you do not have anything edible. However, I will get a bunch of sea marrow in the hopes that I can devote my wood to making other things. And actually, I think it's going to be coal instead of sea marrow. There we go. Definitely wish I had food right about now. Okay, so we got the opening of the glade just in time, so we should have that bonus 15 all the way through the storm. Temple is up. Good sacrifice burn 25% longer. Okay, okay, okay. So we're going to go ahead and go into here. We're going to sacrifice a coal, which will keep us up and running. We're still ignoring corruption. But it's actually not looking so bad at the moment. Okay, so we're going to start making incense because our temple gives us religion as well as education. So now we're going to be able to provide both. We do need to find 3 more glades for trailblazing. We do also have a lot of simple tools now. I think we've got another cache around here somewhere, don't we? Not yet. Okay, well, we'll be cutting into another dangerous glade soon. And we'll be able to use those tools. In fact, where are we going next? That one. Maybe? Normal, normal, normal. There's a forbidden out there. This one. This is our next one. There we go. We will not avoid opening glades. Let's get in there. Added retroactively. We're taking that because that's going to give us a bunch of ancient tablets. Parts always nice. Okay, so now that we've got a bunch of new parts and a bunch of new people, we can now start setting out a bunch of camps that will help us. So we're going to set a trapper camp out here near these eggs. I don't have the herbalist camp, so no mushrooms. I don't have the foragers camp, so no vegetables. There are roots over here. I need more people to live here. But that's not what we're talking about right now. Berries, but I don't have the herbalist camp. Okay. Well, we'll see what's in here. Boom. Okay. We find ourselves with a big encampment and a rain spirit totem. Increases the hostility of the forest massively, but if I finish it, I get decreased by 50. We have more meat out here and more eggs, so we're going to make another trapper camp right out here. We'll make a storage and a path going through. Do not like this at all, but I can fire my woodcutters, so it shouldn't be a huge deal. It's just annoying. Because now the hostility is at 7, which is all sorts of fun. How about you? I already have a press, so we're just going to go ahead and salvage it.
Hey ho.
We need 2 more glades. In fact, I think we're okay on simple tools for the time being. So we're just going to go ahead and pull these folks and have them do something more useful. I don't really have any way to deal with this encampment just now. We are going to go ahead and cut into this little glade here to give us that, to extend our boost of resolve. More fiber, more sea marrow, and a very nice, neat, easy route into another glade, which will be number 6. And if I time this right, they should be pumping, or they should be getting into this glade just about the time we're about to hit winter. Boy, do I hope that event gets done soon. Yeah, okay. Okay, it'll be close, but it'll make it. Okay, now I need them to start cutting now. You gotta get in there before the winter, guys. Oh, this is so close. No, they're walking away. Very unfortunate timing. Okay, so I do have to close this off for the time being. Set this to avoid opening glades. All of them are, all of my citizens are happy at the moment, though, because the hostility has just been lowered. Okay, okay, okay. We're doing all right. We're doing okay. Guildhouse gives me luxury, but I have to have wine for that. I think we're gonna grab it anyway. I'd like to put it nearby one of my secondary hubs. Ooh, I right-clicked instead of left-clicking. I do have some flour, but I don't have the other ingredients to make either pies or biscuits. Making me think that maybe it would have been a good idea to get the farm earlier on. But it's a little bit late for complaints now. I think we're doing okay. Corruption not quite enough to get up to the top before the end. Reroll, none of these are useful to me right now. Yeah, none of that was really useful. Thank you for bringing food along with you. I appreciate that. We got Trailblazing done. So that gives us +3 to Global Resolve, among other rewards. And now that we're back in the drizzle, we are going to go ahead and cut into this here, this glade here, and that should shoot up our resolve enough to almost win the game. Oh, I just broke into this on accident. That's okay. I can make it. I've got plenty of fiber. Forced sacrifice. It destroys all trade goods. Yeah, we're definitely going to take that out. 1.5 minutes, no problem. Do I want the tablets, coal, and bricks? Or do I want 0.5? Well, we're so close to the end that I guess that's probably the way to go. And in fact,
Putain.
We'll do the same there. So I think I broke into this on accident, but it doesn't really matter because we do have what it takes to deal with the problem. Okay, okay. I think we have stabilized. And I think we can win this based on what we've got now. I can make some insect pies here, so I will. We will continue to make incense here so that we can get a bonus for humans for religion, as well as a bonus for lizards for religion. Yes, okay, okay, no problem. Temple's got 3 people in it. We are making incense. Are we making scrolls currently? Are we making scrolls currently? Oh, as an ingredient. Ha! Product. Scrolls. My bad. Clothier 1. I've got a couple of wine that I can use to make some. I was making pigment somewhere, though. Where was I making pigment? Ah, I was using bugs to make pigment, and that's why I keep running out of bugs. Fair enough. 5 more humans and I'll have that human majority going. Yes, with religion coming in, and with some education coming in, both my beavers and my humans are very happy. We'll pick up a new blueprint. Bloodthirst. Yes, please. We're gonna do the clan hall, which we're gonna set down any place that we can. It's pretty big. Because we do have a bunch of training gear, and that is good for lizards. And they're the only ones that currently aren't, like, my best friends right now. I need to head back to the workshop really quick. Yeah, now that I'm back up to a lot of wood stockpiles. Boom, boom. I'm doing fine on bricks. Fabric's being made elsewhere, so you're just going to make a ton of planks. Let's go. We're almost there. Oh, look at how quickly it's going up. I love it. And I think we got this, friends. GG. So that's the thing about impossible difficulty. You have to really take a more active role in managing the resolve of your folks until absolutely everything is set up. Once you manage to get everything set up, it's much the same as any other game, but the early game is a lot harder. As you saw, I had issues with my resolve on and off, and that's going to happen, so make sure you are ready to react when something like that happens. And hey, if you lose a few folks every now and then, that's what the cannibalism cornerstone's for, right? We got Impossible completed, we got Tempest, no dead villagers on Impossible, and we won the game with 5 ancient tablets in storage, so we got ancient knowledge. Let's go back to the world map. Hey, Impossible Town is up and running. Levitating monument, neat. We'll look at that next time. For now, we got 3 new deeds. We now get the Herbalist Camp as an embark bonus. So we could start off the level knowing how to make it. That's not a bad plan. Tempest gets me to 386. I'm so close. And then Ancient Knowledge gives me the big shelter, which allows me to hold 6 people per shelter instead of 3. We do have some more food stockpiles now, so we can do a couple more upgrades, I think. I kind of want to fill in down here, but let's take a look at some of the top tier upgrades. Permanent 10% to farming speed, that's really nice. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the +5 storage. And we're just sort of filling down here. So we're going to grab the embark bonus coal and oil. Those will be options on my next run. And we'll go ahead and pick up the human house as an essential building, so we will always have the blueprint for the human house. And that should be it for upgrades, which means that's it for the video. Thank you very much for watching. I love you all very much, and I will see you in the next video.